Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
High completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Tight end goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Alabama. This quarterback on fire today. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Press coverage now from these DBs. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man in the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Comes up with the catch. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Commodores come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff running right. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
We'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And it's a bunch formation. Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Touchdown, tie. Strong game by this quarterback.
We see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off than even getting in the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Brings up third down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it go quickly. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Commodores starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. Football comes out. He quickly lands on it. It prevents the turnover.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for the wideout. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The back's got it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in.
Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before him. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. He's going to take off. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his...
Oh, and he breaks free! It's a foot race! Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That keeps the score Alabama 23, Vanderbilt 9.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick this one.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up. The shotgun running play call. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he get there on the ground? Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hang on for a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up 3rd.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They get nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Commodores looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's caught. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep...
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And there's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes the bunch formation. So first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The short completion of the tight end.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt.
Returner is tackled down at the 32. And your Alabama 36 side will take over first and 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Get set, get set.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Caught quickly. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. He lets it go. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.